Hello friends, Adam here with FED. We got some more gameplay footage for Engage, as happens like once or twice a week now from the Fire Emblem Japanese Twitter account. And we got some really cool information from this one. It stars Marth and Aaliyah, which is really cool. And we get to see some Emblem things, so I'm excited to show this off. So let's watch it as we do, and then we will talk about it. Alright, so again, short trailer as always, but we learned a lot of cool things. So we will now spend the next, 10-ish minutes breaking this down. But before we do that, please consider subscribing. Help us reach 25,000 subs. I'm trying to do it by the end of the year, so if you wouldn't mind giving us a hand with that, it'd be much appreciated. Also, sharing this video, liking, commenting, all that stuff helps us reach that goal as well. So please subscribe. Okay, so a lot going on here. Start off with the first things we see. If you look in the top right corner, we have the Knight Lewis. I'm assuming that's who that is. And then we have another blue lance right by him. And if you look at the mini map, it's another blue unit, so another player unit. And I would assume, this could be totally wrong, but I would assume that is Chloe. I think it's Chloe is who it was, the Pegasus Knight that we saw in the direct trailer. And if we go through, we don't get to see anymore. But that just makes sense to me that would be Chloe. I don't know. This kind of looks like a map that would want to fly around it with like all the terrain that can't be traversed by normal walking units. And this also, it has to be their recruitment chapter, right? Lewis and Chloe. Like, this has to be where you recruit them. Otherwise, I don't know why they'd be separated. Also, I love that we get to see the return of villages. That's something that Three Houses just like didn't have. They didn't have enough like map objective things in Three Houses, in my opinion. So I'm really glad to see, houses and villages make a return to like get items and information and stuff. To me, that's just like quintessential Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem has had like towns and villages to visit on maps since the very beginning, so I'm really happy to see them return. I don't know, I just had the thought like maybe it'll be like the original Fire Emblem game where it's like only Marth can visit it, but I doubt it. That'd be dumb. Why would they go back to that? Okay, other things. We see that Sigurd is paired up here with again, I'm not sure, like, I'm seeing people call him Crame or Crum because that's matches From's name better, or Frame. I think it's probably just From, right? It's probably From and Crum and From. I'll be down for that. But that makes that name makes sense. But we see Sigurd paired with the Mage Boy, which is interesting instead of being paired with Alfred, even though Alfred's right here. Again, just showing that yes, you can put them with anyone, I assume. Also, it's interesting to note that if you look, the emblem icons, Marth, Celica, and Sigurd, they are all like giving off that glowy circle that like resonates from their picture. And they're all doing it. At first I thought, this probably still is the case too, I thought that, oh, if it's doing that, it means they're ready to engage, which would be interesting because Sigurd is on the Mage Boy. So I wonder if you can engage regardless of type bonuses and stuff like that, you just miss out, like you just get like a stat bonus, but you miss out on other stuff. So that's interesting to note. Also, putting Sigurd on someone like your little Mage Boy might be fun because he gives like +1 move or something, right? So that could be interesting utility. So I hope that's the case though. I hope it's not like, oh, you have to put, I hope it's not always better to put the emblem ring on someone that has a type advantage with them or a type bonus. Like, I don't want it to be that Sigurd always has to be on Alfred to make the most of him. It'd be fun to put him on someone like Little Mage Boy to be able to run around and do things. I think that's cool. Okay. Now we have Aaliyah and Marth move up here, and then we get this screen. So I used Google Image Translator. You Google Translate on your phone, has like the image translator. And also I also had it sent to me from my buddy Capay, who DM'd me some screenshots and stuff. So I don't know if I'll show the ones that he sent me or the ones that I took, but whatever I decide looks better in the end will be on screen here. But it's interesting. We do get to learn what these say because of the Google Translate thing. So this top image is engage. So it's the emblem engaging when they merge together and become a one super unit, like Marth and Alear would be. Then it is a attack, items, convoy, interesting enough, and weight. So like previous games, Alear is probably going to be your convoy guy, like your main character is your convoy guy. That's kind of how it's been since, I mean, they did that in Sacred Stones, I believe, right? Didn't they? Correct me if I'm wrong on that, actually. But they've had the convoy be the main character in a lot of entries. So stands to reason here. And then, yeah, like then wait. So those are the menu options there. Then they go down, select attack, and then we get to see this screen. And I also did the Google image translate thing on the text at the bottom of the screen here, bottom of the weapon select screen. So it said stuff that went along the lines of like only Alear can use the sword, right? But it also said that if you get a kill while attacking on like a player phase kill with this weapon equipped, then you get +1 engage point or something like that. So I wonder if that's a way that Alear can build his engage back up over the course of a map. So like he maybe start with full, then you engage, maybe you disengage because you run out of meter or whatever, and then he can kill things to get more meter, which is pretty cool. Okay, moving on. We see attacks here. I still think that break is associated with weapon triangle advantage, but it must be I think it's going to be a player phase only thing or an enemy phase only thing. Like only the attacker, the person who initiates, can break someone. Maybe it'll be a skill that says otherwise later. But like we see here that Alear is definitely at a disadvantage here, but he isn't going to get broken if he gets hit. It doesn't have the break on the 10 arrow there from the enemy. So interesting to note that probably just won't have either enemies can't break, which I think that'd be silly if they can't, or enemies and player units alike can only break on their attack phase. All right, we have a skill that pops up in the top corner. We've seen the name of this one. I think, what is it called? Like aware or awareness or something like that. I also saw someone translate it as nihil or nihil, which is a skill from the Tellius games. Awareness is actually a skill from Genealogy of the Holy War and 3C776, I believe. That cancels enemy skills or crits and stuff like that. So yet to be seen how it actually works, but I could see it being like it cancels enemy skills, or maybe it makes it so he can't be broken. Maybe that's what it is. But if that's the case, if it makes it so he can't be broken or something, and that's why the break thing didn't pop up, I feel like that makes Alear kind of broken, and will make it so they can be just like a single person map sweeper compared to other units who would get broken on enemy phase. But maybe that's not the case. We'll see. We will see. All right. This is just a cute little thing. It doesn't really matter, but they do Marth's F smash. I mean, like Alear does Marth's F smash from Super Smash Brothers. We haven't seen him do this attack yet. Maybe he does it normally, but I like to think that it's because he's paired with Marth, he does the F smash. Like, look at that. That is literally like straight out of Smash Brothers. Like that frame right there, that's like straight out of Super Smash Brothers. It's crazy. So it doesn't really have anything to do with Marth himself and like his game appearances, but it is a cute nod to his like first 3D animations he ever had, right? So cool attack there. The cute dodge, and I like the dodge animation for the emblem ring. The emblem is just like he just poofs and then appears back. All right, and then we're into the next meaty chunk here. So some speculation. Alear gets 5 experience, plus 5 experience. So we see he gets the 5 experience, but we also see his SP. This is our first time we've seen SP tick up. So I'm assuming that SP is, again, skill points, probably similar to, like, you know, Fire Emblem Heroes has skill points. I think SP is going to apply to the skills that you can equip or buy or upgrade or something along those lines from your emblem ring, because again, he's only getting it. The only time we've seen SP go up is when someone is attacked with an emblem ring. So I think SP is going to be how you upgrade your emblem rings to some degree. There might be some crafting or other things along with it, but I wouldn't be surprised if you take your emblem rings to the blacksmith or whatever they'll be called, and you spend SP to either do some sort of skill tree with them or something along those lines. And I do wonder, it'll probably be individually based. Like you can have different you'll have different SP values for different rings, or you might have a total SP value that you can spend at different amounts on different rings. It could go all sorts of different ways, but I'm a big fan of how this looks here, how this is going to be. So essentially, if you're equipped with a ring and do combat, you get experience, you get some skill points as well. That's cool. So yeah, I'm really excited for this game, man. It's looking really good. And like the animations are so clean. And like that's such like a cute little attention to detail thing, like to have him do like one of Marth's most iconic attacks in video games, right? F smash. F smash is just like iconic. I know it doesn't look that crazy, but like that is like the most one of the most iconic moves for any Fire Emblem character in Super Smash Brothers, and then just in general. That F smash is just crazy cool. I think this game's gonna have a lot of love put into it, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for when this comes out. I like can't wait. All right. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments. What are some things that I missed or didn't talk about that you saw? I'd love to hear that. Also, make sure to subscribe. Help us reach 25,000 subs before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, like the video, all that stuff. Comment, like, subscribe. Things I'm supposed to say. And I will catch you next time.